What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I am back in another video with this time once again, we're looking at one of the all-time great NBA legends, that being Dirk Nowitzki. Now as you guys know, Dirk, he's one of my personal favorite players, as during his career, he had some iconic moments and legendary accomplishments, being a 14-time All-Star, 1-time MVP, and an NBA champion back in 2011, with one of the greatest championship runs in NBA history. Also, one thing I love about Dirk, he played 21 years with one franchise, that being the Dallas Mavericks. And only a few days ago, he had his number retired and was honored post-game in a brilliant ceremony. Now for this video today, we're going to erase all that and go back to 1997 when Dirk Nowitzki was a nobody and just some 7-footer who played in Germany. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys how Dirk made his name against some NBA legends. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Now, as some of you guys know, back in the mid-90s, even the early 80s, NBA stars routinely would go overseas. They would play in Germany, London, even China. Today it's not as common, but back in the day, they would have tons of exhibition games. Now, luckily enough, for an 18-year-old Dirk, one of those games would come to the 1997 Hoop Summit in Germany. In this game, he was playing for his German national team, playing against a team of NBA All-Stars that had Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, as well as Charles Barkley. All three of those players, even Barkley, were All-Stars in 1997, and Jordan and Pippen were still first-team All-Defensive players. So playing against this big three was definitely a tall task for a young Dirk. Now for the actual game on the court, it was very close and competitive and some pretty fiery moments. And in the first half, Dirk totaled 25 points, a game high. Jordan, Pippen, and Barkley, they all guarded him, and they couldn't do anything to slow him down. The net was an ocean, and Dirk was simply on fire. So with that being the case, Scottie Pippen, one of, if not the best perimeter defenders, took it personally and wanted the task of stopping Dirk. Basically, he wanted to lock down Dirk like he did Tony Kukoc back in the '92 Olympics. And back then, Pippen did just that. But for Dirk in the second half, he was even better, scoring 27 points for a game-high 52. And Pippen, after that explosion, he was furious, even in a meaningless exhibition game, as once again Dirk, at 18 and 19 years old, lit up an NBA All-Star in Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, as well as Charles Barkley. Now out of those three superstars, the one player who didn't take it as personal was indeed Charles, as after that game, he was extremely impressed and wanted to know who was this 18-year-old who put up this stellar performance versus three NBA legends.
So I was like, dude, who the hell are you? He starts talking. He's like 18, 19. I says, where you going to play at? He says, I have to go in the Army. I said, dude, you can't go in the Army playing like that. I said, I tell you what. So I called Nike. I says, find out about this kid. Tell him I'll give him anything he wants to go to Auburn. I said, just tell him, just anything he wants, we'll get it done. So they call. This is in the middle of the summer. We're over in Germany somewhere. I said, just give him anything he wants. He's got to go to Auburn. And he said, well, he got to go in the Army. I said, dude, that dude is 7 feet tall. He's not going in the damn Army. What you going to hide behind him? The next year, the Mavs, well, actually Milwaukee drafted you. And so I was like, dude, you should have went to Auburn. We'd have a few banners up right now. Man, I was like, Scottie's like, this dude, he is kicking your ass. Seriously, he had like 50 points. It was unbelievable. He was on like 18, 19 at the time.
So as you can tell, Barkley, he was definitely impressed, and I think Jordan and Pippen deep down secretly, they're also wowed by Dirk's performance. Now looking at Scottie Pippen in particular, he was the guy who took the main brunt of Dirk's performance. And for a couple years, he really dissed Dirk every time he played him, and it wasn't until later on he had some appreciation for what Dirk accomplished.
War ein riesen Chicago Bulls-Fan natürlich mit Michael Jordan und Scottie Pippen habe ich. Das war mein Idol eigentlich, Scottie Pippen. Und wie ich dann auf einmal rüberkam mit 20 und ich glaube mein drittes Spiel in der NBA war gleich gegen Scottie Pippen und da war ich erst so,
Das dritte Spiel?
Ja, gleich war gegen. Und das war also schon das Hammergefühl irgendwie. Auf einmal, ja, du stehst jetzt auf dem Platz und spielst gegen. Ich konnte es am Anfang gar nicht glauben. Aber mittlerweile, es ist mein 5. Jahr mittlerweile schon. Und ich meine, diese ganze Respektsache, das musst du auch irgendwie ablegen. Also das war schon mal im ersten Jahr schon schwer. Die ganzen Poster, die ich zu Hause in meinem Zimmer hatte, gegen die Leute habe ich auf einmal gespielt. Das war also ganz verrückt. Aber
Die Entfernung.
auch noch total enttäuscht, weil der Scottie Pippen, der eigentlich mein Idol ist ein arroganter Arsch, das gibt's gar nicht.
Echt? Das kann nicht wahr sein.
Ja, und da war ich so enttäuscht irgendwie, dass...
So as you can tell in that video, Dirk, he definitely looked up to Scottie as one of his NBA idols. And looking at their brief rivalry, it was definitely one-sided, as Dirk once again got the best of Scottie nearly every time they played. And looking at their one ever playoff series matchup in the 03 playoffs, Dirk in that series was simply phenomenal, averaging 29 points, 8 boards on 53, 50, and 93 splits. And older Scottie Pippen only averaged 5.8 points per game on 41% shooting. And Dirk in that series scored 46 points, 35, as well as 31. And Dallas beat Portland in a thrilling 7-game series. Now, to end on a positive note, back in 2019, when Dirk was retiring, Scottie Pippen and Charles Barkley were actually two of the guys who gave speeches at Dirk's retirement game. And Pippen had some pretty high praise for Dirk, but once again, he's one of the best NBA legends of all time.
He's been able to inspire us for the last 21 years. Man, you have been an inspiration to me. You know, I love the game of basketball, and I love when people play the game the right way. You played the game the right way, man.
So that right there is the end of the story, as well as the end of the video. And I will say, there's actually no game footage of those games where Dirk had 52. It's definitely a shame. It's one of the lost moments in NBA history. But once again for this video, it's kind of the origin story of Dirk, his brief rivalry with Scottie, and how he beat 3 NBA legends at the age of 19. As always, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know Dirk is one of my personal favorite players of all time, as once again, he was loyal to a franchise, playing 21 years in Dallas. And of course that 2011 championship, it's iconic, and to this day, extremely impressive. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.